I want y'all to check out what this man has to say about a recent date, but I want y'all to stay to the end because there is more to the story. But before we get into the video, do me a favor, like the video and leave a comment. I do my best to respond to as many as I can, and I really enjoy listening to what you guys have to say. Subscribe to my channel and hit that hype button if you really want to help your boy out. It is really appreciated.
Please tell me what I did wrong here, because according to her, I was the one in the wrong, and even if I had wanted a second date, she would never go out with me again. So I went on a date a while back with a girl I met on a dating app, and we agreed to go to dinner. Picked this nice little Italian place and met a reservation for Friday. We show up to the reservation on time, however, our table isn't ready, so we head to the bar. At this time, I was taking a 30-day break from drinking, but I told her I'll order her whatever she wants and we can just hang while we wait for the table. She says, tequila on the rocks. Okay, what type of tequila? She goes, 1942. I did say you could get whatever you want. I'm not tripping. We'll probably only be here for one drink anyway. So we're chatting a little bit and we're about 10 minutes in. I'm looking around to see if any of the other tables have gotten up. It's not looking good. I look at her and she's looking at her empty glass, kind of shaking it around. She looks at me. I go, do you want another? Of course she does. Now, me personally, I have a 2-drink maximum on a first date. I'm not trying to get hammered, but she's going for number 2, 42 on the rocks, and we haven't even sat yet. So clearly, she doesn't abide by the same rules. I order her the next round. 10 minutes later, I order her number 3, right before they finally come to seat us. Thank God. We sit at the table, she starts looking at the menu and goes, let's get everything, I'm starving. Now, this is something I can do. I figured we'd go through the menu a little bit, find some mutual items to share. No, the waiter comes over, she takes the lead and quite literally orders everything, including another 42 on the rocks. By the time the food finally comes, she's on number 5 and it's visible. On and off, she's got the hiccups, she's extra giggly, and she's gone to the bathroom at least 4 to 5 times. 4 appetizers, a salad, multiple pastas, and 2 entrees later, they all get plopped down on the table, and of course, she's no longer that hungry. I certainly can't eat it all, but I'm gonna damn well try because I hate wasting food. So I do my best, but there's a ton of food left. Before she can even get her next drink, I ask for the check and some boxes. At the very least, I'll have food for a day or two because that pasta was bussin', and I know it's gonna make a good dinner tomorrow. So I pack up all the untouched entrees of chicken and fish, a full pasta, and 2 full appetizers. I pay the bill, I say, let's get out of here. We gotta get you home. How did you get here? She goes, I Ubered. Okay, perfect. Let's get you an Uber and I'll wait here because I drove. So we wait for her Uber. It finally gets here and she's ready to go. We say goodbye, give each other a hug, and then she grabs the entire leftover bag.
Hey, yo, what the f?
Hold up. Where are you going with that? She goes, I'm taking my food home. Oh no, I was kind of looking forward to that. How do I save this? So I said, do you mind if I get the pasta then because I really liked it? In between her hiccup spasm, she goes, I was planning to have that as a late night snack, plus I'm the one that ordered it. Well, technically, you ordered everything. Okay, that's okay. I'll just grab the chicken then. She's appalled. No, that's mine. I ordered it and you ate your half already. Whoa, I didn't even eat close to half. There was way too much food. The Uber driver is now getting restless because we're in the middle of the street. Okay, is there anything that you don't want that's in that bag? She looks at me appalled again, and with another hiccup, she goes, I can't believe you're trying to steal all my food. She's visibly upset. She stumbles over to the Uber driver and she tries to slam the door in my face. Hold on. The Uber driver's looking at me like, can I drive away? Should I wait? We're both in this awkward position where we're just both staring at each other while the girl's just sitting in the back, looking straight ahead like I don't even exist. I'm not gonna get into a wrestling match over this food, but what the f just happened? Am I in the wrong here for thinking I was taking some of that food? Clearly, I must have missed something. So I send her a text. Hey, I hope you made it home safe, and honestly, I hope you enjoy the food. My message turns green. She blocks me.
Now, I know that was a pretty long story, but I want to hear y'all thoughts on this, and I'm going to definitely share my thoughts on it. But before we do that, I told y'all to watch to the end because we got something rare. She responded. This is her version of what happened. Now, this is the internet, so who knows if this is real or not, but this is what she had to say.
So this one time, I matched with this guy on a dating app, and we hit it off in the chat, so we decided to go out for drinks and dinner. He takes me to a cute Italian place. We get there for our reservation, but our table still isn't ready, so we head to the bar. This guy says that he's not drinking, which is a little weird for drinks and dinner, but whatever, I'm still gonna have a drink. He's already up at this point been overly aggressive on the whole, I've got money, I can spoil you, that whole thing. So I said, bet. I order tequila on the rocks, 1942 to be exact. If he wants to treat me, I'm gonna let him treat me. So maybe 10 minutes goes by, we're still at the bar talking, or at least he is. He has not let me get a word in otherwise. I finally start hinting around, shaking my glass, and he asks me if I want another one. I say yes because I'm gonna need it. Finally, our table is ready, we get sat, he's still talking about his money, his career, how successful he is. He asked me what I want. I say, why don't we get a little bit of everything? He said, okay, I like that. So the waiter comes over, he points to me, so I start ordering. I order some appetizer, entrees, again, a little bit of everything, and another 1942. At this point, he hasn't asked anything about me, so yeah, I'm gonna have another drink because I'm gonna need it. I'm feeling good, I'm a little buzzed at this point, and I think I can actually survive this date. The food finally comes out and he starts eating everything, literally everything. I get up, I have to use the bathroom a couple times, I come back, most of the food is gone. He makes some weird comment about wasting food. He hates to waste food, but I haven't even gotten any. I'm starting to nibble a little bit here, a little bit there, and then the waiter comes over and he just starts getting to-go boxes and the bill. So I'm like, okay, I offer to split the bill. I always do that as like a courtesy, but he just laughs and hands the card over. He asked me how I got there. I said I Ubered, so I end up calling an Uber, and we're waiting and waiting and waiting. He's still talking about himself. Surprise. It finally gets there. We hug, we say our goodbyes, and I go to take the bag off the table of leftovers, and he starts freaking out. He was like, why are you taking that? So I said, I'm taking home my half. You ate everything. He starts trying to negotiate why he should get the rest of the food. I paid, even though I offered. At this point, I've just had enough. I grab the bag and I start heading out the door. He's following me, I get in the Uber, and I just sit there and I stare straight ahead and pretend he does not even exist. After some time, we finally get going, and no sooner than we pulled away, blocked.
Now, like I said earlier, I don't know if this is really the date or not. She could be some lady just making this up for all I know. But I wanted to play it because if it is real, you at least now know what happened on the other side. But let me go back to the original question the man asked in the video. Was he wrong for trying to take some of that food? Absolutely not. This is the thing. I get it. You're on a date. You want the girl to be able to do whatever she want to do and order whatever she want to order. But when she came out to order everything on the menu, knowing she wasn't going to eat all that food, there's no way she was going to eat all that food. Right then and there, she knew there were going to be leftovers. And unless it was something specifically for her, to me, the leftovers go to the person who was paying for it. Now, again, if this was something she specifically ordered for herself, her meal, that's something totally different. But when you just order stuff for the table, like everything off the menu, that goes to the person who's paying for it. I don't even understand why you would think it goes to you. Now, is he wrong for going back and forth with her about the food? To be honest with you, I would have let it go, because at that point, I already knew that this is not the type of chick I need to be dealing with. If your mindset was, I'm going to come out here, order these expensive drinks, a bunch of food, and then I'm going to walk away with the food that I never had any intentions of eating at the table, I don't want anything to do with you anyway, because you already let me know what it was. I would have charged it to the game and moved on. This is why I was surprised when he said he texted her after the meal. Why are you still texting this chick? She literally showed you what she was about, and you still tried to reach out to her. I'm happy she blocked you, because if this chick would have probably said you want to go out again, you probably would have did it, because you wasn't thinking clear. Now, if this chick here is the girl you took out on a date, I mean, I don't really get it, but if that's the type of girls you like, I mean, that's fine. But to me, I don't know what the big deal is. It seems like you can find one of those girls anywhere. So I say it to say you were tripping for even reaching back out to her. Because to me, even if the second girl isn't really the girl you wanted to date with, based on what you said, I can clearly see this girl was looking to just have a good time on your dime. This is why she ordered 4 of those drinks or 5 of those drinks. Now, I don't know anything about alcohol, but I heard those were pretty expensive. I don't know how much they cost, but the point is she ordered those on your dime. Then she ordered the whole menu. I don't think that was about trying to find her husband or the guy she wants to spend her life with. She was looking to have a good time. And I'm gonna be honest with you, sir, she probably really wasn't gonna rock with you either way, even if you didn't argue about the food. But I could be wrong about that. That's just how I see it. If a girl comes on a date, she's willing to get drunk, she's ordering everything off the menu, she's ordering expensive drinks. To me, that sounds like a girl who's just trying to enjoy the experience, not the man. Now, the girl who responded said you just kept talking about yourself all night. Again, I don't know if that's really her, but if that's the case, it makes sense for her to order those drinks, because she knew at that moment she was never going to see you again. She knew that you were self-absorbed and it was all about you. You really wasn't there to meet a wife. So she took advantage of the situation. So either way, that wasn't really going to go good, but I do not think you were wrong to ask for that food. In that particular situation, she did not specifically order that food for herself. She was just ordering for the table. So technically that wasn't her food. It was the table's food. And because you paid for the table, that food should have went with you. So if I was a judge, I would drop my gavel and I would award you the victory, because you, to me, sir, were in the right. The girl was in the wrong because she made the assumption that everything she ordered was hers. And I also want to say, I didn't like the fact that even when you try to be fair about it and say, okay, just give me whatever you're not going to eat, then I can eat that, tonight when I get a little hungry. She looked at you sideways like, what? She wasn't trying to give up anything. To me, that sounded like a girl who just wanted to experience, and she wanted all her prizes from this fun adventure she just went on. That's what it sounded like to me. Or it could be the other thing where she has somebody, maybe not a boyfriend, maybe not a husband, but some guy, and he comes over only at night, just to move some furniture around. And this guy could have been hungry. Maybe this is why she kept going back and forth to the bathroom, because she was talking to him. I'm just throwing it out there. That could be the situation. She was going back and forth to the bathroom, texting this guy, setting up some furniture moving adventures for later on that night. She told him what restaurant they were at. She asked him what he wanted. The man didn't know. So this is why she ordered everything off the menu. This way the maintenance man can have his pick when she brings the food home later on. Now, I'm not saying that's the case, but that is an option. It kind of makes sense to me. So it could have been that too, but either way, you weren't wrong, sir. But that's my opinion. I don't know what y'all think about. Was the guy wrong? Do you think the girl was tripping?
Could someone please explain to me why these men are going and liking like 4 or 5 of our pictures in a row and then no message? Like, just liking 5 pictures in a row, no message, no nothing, no follow. Like, what do you want me to do with that? Like, are you expecting me to message you? Because that's not happening.
So let me get this right. If a man comes on your page and likes a couple of your pictures for whatever reason, you want him to automatically DM you just so you can ignore the DMs and then complain that men are DMing you. That's what it sounds like you're saying right now. Because there's no way you really want men to DM you. So what are we talking about right now? I am so confused. There's no way you want these men to DM you. So why are you asking men to DM you? Do you really just want more people to ignore? Is that what's happening? What is wrong with some of you women? I'm so confused right now.
Help me! Help me!
I'm always saying there's some good women out there, fellas, and this might be one of them.
Am I crazy that I genuinely want to take care of a man? I can't wait to have a husband so that I can feed him and clean up after him and bathe him.
Now, I know there are some women out there who probably had a heart attack after listening to that video. Y'all might want to go check up on them, by the way. I'm so sick of these women coming online, and every time they start talking about wanting to get back into a relationship, it's always about they're struggling and they're tired of paying bills, or they need somebody to fix something, or take out the trash, or change the oil. It's always something like that. So it was just nice to hear somebody talking like this. And the thing is, there are men out there who want to take care of their woman as well. I am one of those men. I would love to take care of a woman, but it has to be a woman like this, not like those other women. Now, do I know for sure if this lady is lying or telling the truth? No, I don't. But it was refreshing to hear.
And ladies, an actual real strict man, he ain't gonna argue with you. He ain't gonna get loud with you. He ain't gonna go back and forth with you. He ain't gonna do none of that toxic stuff. You know what he gonna do? If things ain't working out, that man gonna walk you to that door and he gonna let you go about your life. He ain't gonna try to change. He just gonna go let you be free. And then when you leave, you gonna think, oh, he gonna be toxic, he gonna blow your phone up. Nah. He gonna wish you the best, sweetheart.
No lies told, this dude is absolutely correct. If you're dealing with a dude who's already been there and done that, he is not about to go back and forth with you about no garbage. He's gonna hit you with one of these right here, any one of these little motions right here, and then right after that you hear, you know what? Just go ahead and grab your stuff and going out that door, because this ain't gonna work. Now, I've been on both sides. I've been the guy who argued and yelled. When I look back at that or I think about that, I get so mad at myself for even doing that. But you don't know what you don't know. But the guy I am today, that is not going to happen. If I don't like what's going on, it's a wrap. And I will give you guys another quick tip. A lot of times these women don't come right out with the garbage. They'll start early with real small stuff. If you sense real small stuff that she's doing to try to test you, to push you, cut her off, because all she's doing is trying to see where she can push her limits. And if you're smart, you're not going to let her push any limits. You're going to cut her off and keep it pushing. Leave your thoughts on the video. I appreciate you watching. See you next time.